Saying that I failed August's book budget that I set for myself sounds very dramatic. Like, failure is such a strong word, but man, I failed my August book buying budget. Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. I am here with what is kind of, to me, a sad video, because although it includes so many great books, this is the second time this year, it's the second month that I have gone over my book buying budget. But I'm not trying to hide that from y'all. I want to be honest, and I really am excited. Like, really good things happened in August that led me to buying so many books, so I'm not complaining. I'm a little bit bummed that I did go over so bad, but the rest of the year is hopefully going to balance everything out and we will still be okay. But during the month of August, I went way over my book budgeting goal that I set for myself. I went home for a weekend. I visited my book bestie Stasia, or just my bestie in general, if I'm being totally honest. I took some really fun trips, during which we discovered bookstores, or we visited bookstores, and I ended up purchasing quite a few books. So if you're new to my channel, every month I have a book budgeting max that I set for myself, and the goal is to spend $150 or less on books/bookish subscriptions during every month. And I always do a wrap up at the end of every month showing y'all all the books that I purchased, as well as what my budget was and how I succeeded in that budget or failed. I've done really well overall this year. There have been some months when I've made profit. There has been one month when I went over my budget, but again, that was vacation, not to excuse that, but like, there were circumstances that intervened in that going over that max book budget. And yeah, so that's like a consistent thing that I've been doing every month of this year. It is September now, but I am here with my August book haul and book budgeting statistics. Not that great. I'm very disappointed, but also like not, because it was a really fun month. Yeah, and so like, I can't complain about that, truly. And again, I will not be spending as much money in the following months, yeah, to kind of help make up for this little stumble that I did in the month of August. I blinked and I bought a ton of books. So I'll go ahead and run through my subscriptions with y'all first. As per usual, talk about how much they cost, whatever. First subscription is Bookish box. That was 48 bucks. I really do need to cancel that one, but the books they announce are just so good every single month, and I want them. Although I haven't received anything yet, I am holding out that I will someday get those boxes. The second subscription that I have is for Eternal Embers, and that renewed for $65.99. My Audible subscription was $15.96. And then finally, my Bell Book Box subscription renewal was $63.99. I did get some special editions in the mail from some of those book boxes this month, so I will go ahead and show you all those. I did not spend money on these books this month. I either paid them off in increments over the last several months, or they were like charged. Like the one book that I'll show y'all I was charged for in July, but it was like the August book club pick, if that makes sense or whatever. So yeah, I do have 5 special editions to show y'all. First is the Eternal Embers. This is the August monthly pick, but I was charged for it in July, and we got Second Chance Vow and Second Chance Contract by M. Robinson. They came in this very pretty slipcase that has some quotes on both sides, and yeah, they're very pretty. I haven't even opened them up yet until right now, if I'm being honest, and I haven't read anything by this author, but I do hope to very soon, is my goal, maybe. And then I also got my final Dark and Quirky subscription box. I did cancel my subscription with them in favor of Eternal Embers, but I got my last box in the mail probably on the 1st of August, and the spring box that I got included Wrath by Ellis James. This is a chonk, but it is so pretty with its sprayed edges, foiled text on the back, and it came with an overlay that goes on top of the chapters and is signed. I also got Hold Me Today by Maria Luis. No idea what this one is about, but it's also very pretty. It's still wrapped up in its plastic. I probably should take it off at some point. And then the final book that I kept from this box was 3 Count by Nikki Castle. Again, stunning cover. We got some spray edges going on here and I love it. Moving on into the regular editions and stuff that I got. I have a split up kind of by trip, I guess, slash just like here that I bought while I was in my home city, I guess. So first I got The Duchess Effect. This actually was gifted to me by the publisher, so I spent $0.00. Next, I ended up purchasing Forget Me Not after a hard week of work, and I spent, this is kind of an estimate because I had to buy a book for school when I got this one. So I put that I spent $19.32 on it with tax. That's kind of a guesstimate, but that's what I'm gonna go ahead and just claim this book as. I've heard amazing things about this romance and I cannot wait to get to it. I also purchased Boy Parts by Eliza Clark and Ripe by Sarah Rose Etter from a new indie bookstore that I have recently discovered and am in love with. I got these 2 books for $48.06. And then finally, the last 2 books that I got not on my trip to visit Stacia were Quarterback Sneak by Candy Steiner and Balance by Lucia Franco. I actually got these 2 books at half price back in Ohio when I was home one weekend for a wedding, and I'm just guessing that I spent $21 on those 2 because I remember the price of them individually, but I don't quite remember what I paid for tax, but we're saying $21 for those 2 books together. And then the rest of these books I got when I was visiting Stacia, and there is a ginormous stack right here, so let's go ahead and run through them all very quickly. These books are not in order of like the bookstores that we went to. I just stacked them up and call it a day. So the first book that I got was at a used bookstore called Verbatim. This is Love Hurts, The Love Hurts Duet by M. Robinson. I bought this one for $12 and it is signed, which we love to see. Stacia got me The Neighbor's Secret for a reading vlog. It has not yet come out. I'm guessing at the time of this video that this video comes out, but maybe it is. And if it is, I'll tag it above, maybe, if I remember to do that. But this is a mystery. I spent $0 on this because Stacia bought it for me. And then we also went to Meet Cute, which is a romance bookstore in San Diego. Could have walked out with the entire bookstore, to be honest, but I only got 3. And the 3 books that I got were Bad Things Feel Best by Ivy Smoke, Blindside by Candy Steiner, and then Minx by Sophie Lark, all of which of course are romances. And I spent $66.77 there. That is also including a sticker that I got and is currently on my laptop. And then the last bookstore that we went to was a used bookstore. I walked out with way too many books, but I'm really excited about all of them. I need to pull out one that I forgot to grab. But at this bookstore, I only spent, oh gosh, there's a hair on my finger. Sorry. I only spent $42.02 on this huge stack of books, so I feel like that's not bad actually. The first book that I got was Summer Suns. This gives me all the spooky vibes. I also got A Daring Pursuit by Kate Bateman. Stacia actually technically got me this one as well. It was free with her purchase, and we're going to do a buddy read of it since she also got a copy. I also got The Arrangement by Kirsten Magdalene. This is a thriller. I've heard really good things about this author, who is an indie writer. I've also read one book by the author and I didn't love it, but I do want to try again. And then I got The Ballad of Song, Birds and Snakes because I want to read this bad boy before the movie comes out. I believe in November, but maybe I'm wrong. And then I got Lord of the Fly Fest. I just read a book by this other author called The Mary Shelley Club and I liked it. So excited to read this one as well. And then finally I got a blind date with a book, and as soon as I walked out of the bookstore I knew what book it was. I hadn't been able to put the pieces together inside the store, and maybe I'll put that clip of me unwrapping it and talking about that in this video. We'll get it figured out at some point. I'm gonna be able to get it unwrapped because
The Neighbor's Secret.
Okay, I'm predicting that this is You by Caroline Kepnes, just so y'all know, but we'll see if I am surprised or not. I didn't register it in the store when I was reading the prompts, but as soon as I walked out, I was like, this is this book. Oh, the UK version. Yep, I was right. But it's the UK version, so it's kind of a cool cover. I have not seen this one before. Yay. But the last book that I got with a blind date, for the blind date with the book, was You by Caroline Kepnes. I already own this book, I've already read it, but I do like this cover. It's very spooky, so for now I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I ran through all those books super fast, but yeah, that's my August book haul. Mostly romance, but also a really good mix of thrillers and like YA spooky vibes, which I feel like is perfect since we're getting into the fall season slash like Halloween time of year, which is one of my favorites. I am very much a fan of all the thriller, mystery, and horror books, so I am excited to add all of these to my collection. I do need to read these soon. I need to stop buying books and read the ones that I own. Maybe we'll do that for most of September, maybe not. We'll see. But yes, I ended up spending so much money. I don't even know if I told y'all my total that I spent for this month, if I'm being completely honest. But this month, before my unhaul, I spent a total of $403.11. I unhauled a bunch of books, or a couple of books, which is great. And from my unhaul, I made back $54.20. So the total money, the total number of dollars that I spent in August was a whopping $348.91, which is very not great if I'm being honest. I will say I did babysit a ton. I worked overtime. Like, I could afford it this month, so it's fine, but definitely I'm not making this a consistent thing. My budget is lowering back down to its regular $150. I need to be donezo. We're done with that. Next year we're going to be hopefully a little bit stricter even than I am this year. But yes, that is my book haul for the month of August, as well as all the book budgeting stats. If you've read any of these books that I got in the month of August, feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear your review and rating of any of these books that I've purchased. But that is all that I have for y'all today. A very quick August book wrap-up, bookish wrap-up, book haul, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I flew through these books in 13 minutes and 29 seconds according to my camera right now, so that's exciting. But yeah, that's all that I have for y'all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.